Let's talk about why gossip may be the worst and most deadly sin out of any of the sins. We see that scriptures talks about how sexual immorality is the only sin that's against the body, and I think that that could arguably be the worst. But gossip is so extreme because Jesus says in 1 Corinthians chapter 3 that we are simply spiritual infants, and we're just no different than the world because we argue amongst each other. And this argument amongst each other and division between each other is the one thing that's keeping people from the body of Christ and coming to Jesus, right? In John 13:35, Jesus says, "For they will know you are my disciples by your love for one another." And John 17 says that they will know that I came from the Father by the way that the church loves one another. So if the church is not loving one another because they're gossiping behind people's back all the time, there's no way that the lost and dying world is ever going to want to come and be part of that. On top of that, when we have all these other divisions and different denominations in the church who are always telling each other that they're right and the other one is wrong, we're doing nothing to bring people any interest in what it looks like to be a Christian, but rather dividing and showing them every reason why they should not become a Christian. We are called to come together in fellowship, Hebrews 10:25, to stir up one another in love and in good works. And we cannot be doing that if we as Christians are spending all of our time dividing, correcting, nitpicking, whining about what the person to our left or right is not doing. And that's assuming it's even on spiritual topics. We're not even discussing the really fleshly things. Can you believe what Anna said last night? Or I can't believe that Temmie chose to do this or go to this place or hang out with so-and-so. That kind of stuff is like next level fleshly, and Jesus has called us to deny ourselves, pick up our cross daily and follow him. We have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer us who lives, but Christ who lives in us. And this life that we now live in the flesh, we live by faith in God who loved us and gave himself up for us. Make sure that you as a Christian have nothing but grace to show to other believers and nothing but uplifting, edifying, and giving people grace in their time of need.